What's up, Sumolings? I'm Christy with AppSumo, and welcome to the second webinar of the week. Today, I'm joined by John and Martin of LiveAgent. Welcome, guys.
Hi, Christy.
And hey there, I'm trying to get my big head into the webcam so you can see it as well. So that's me.
You guys are in for a fun webinar. If you aren't familiar with LiveAgent, it's a customer support software, and it is literally blowing up on AppSumo right now. It's on track to be one of the most reviewed software deals that we've ever had. I think it has like 235 reviews already. So you guys are blowing up, which is amazing. Right now it's on sale for $59, which is an amazing price because the annual price is $936. So that's a 94% off deal, which is amazing. You guys are great. So in the comments, guys, before we move forward, I want to know how many of you have already purchased this deal or are thinking about it. Okay, we had over 500 people register for today's webinar. So, we got lots of purchase, got it. Oh, a lot of people have purchased this, guys. Oh, we have a few thinking about it. So that's good. Those that are thinking about it, you're about to be wowed because John and Martin are going to take you on a great adventure through LiveAgent. If you haven't seen one of our webinars before, here's how it works. Right now, you're seeing both myself and John and Martin, but in a second, I'm going to shut my camera down, hand it over to them, and they are going to take you through a demo of LiveAgent. If at any point you have any questions, then you can use the chat box for that. At the end of the webinar, I'm going to come on and ask some of the more popular or the most helpful questions that I've seen come through. And if you can't stay until the end, that's okay because I will be sending out a replay of this webinar later today to everyone who registered. So I think I've covered everything. Are you guys ready to take it away?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You've been more ready.
You're more ready. Amazing. So,
are you going to do one?
My camera now, you guys are going to take it off, okay?
Perfect. Thanks, Christy.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, we are ready to go. Guys, thank you for joining us here. This is John. This is Martin.
And this is Martin. If you have read the comments, if you have read the reviews, and David keeps sending you to the sales guy and consultant guy. So I am the guy you are trying to convince that, you should get more seats with great discount. You actually can do that. You convinced me. Nonetheless, that's not the topic of the webinar, and I think that we should actually, kill the webcam and start sharing our screen to show you around and, present what we got here. What about that, John?
Yep, let's do it.
And before we do that, let me just tell you straight away that this is most definitely not the only webinar. There are going to be dozens, and they are going to be, not just handled by this platform. We are going to use our own, meeting platforms and, doing webinars for you and demos for you later on. So the invitations will go out, so you don't need to worry. This is most definitely not the only one. We're going to take good care of you, okay?
Definitely. So, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and turn on the screen here, and let's jump on in. So here we go.
And John, please call the webcam because they don't need to see us. They need to see the product.
Let's see. How do I turn off the webcam here?
I think you need to click there.
Okay. All right. So screen is sharing now. How's it looking on your guys' end? Okay. So screen's ready to go. So let's jump on in, guys. Right into the presentation.
All right, guys. So I'm going to be the first presenting, and this might seem kind of obvious thing to do. Nonetheless, this getting started guide is actually pretty brilliant. If you are not new to ticketing, you might find it, kind of pointless. Nonetheless, even then, I would most definitely suggest going through that, because if you go through these steps and if you kind of, follow them and, do what we ask you to do, you are going to end up with the system that is going to have its own backbone set up properly. So you'll be able to, to get all of the emails. You'll be able to, set up the contact forms. You'll be able to understand, how the ticketing works, how the interface works, how to add users, connecting email accounts. And, since the whole interface and user experience is crazy coherent. So if you know how to add one chat button, or if you know how to add, one contact form, you kind of know how to add all of them. So, it's really great if you just go through this and, have a look at these settings and what we got to offer here. And, then even after you have went through all of these steps, go for something that is let's say, more technical and dive a little bit deeper into the ticketing. So this has been my introduction to, the getting started screen. Like, really, you can see create account, upload logo, learn the basics, which is going to take you to our knowledge base with video guides and thousands of, articles, FAQs, and tips and tricks. Adding users, quite straightforward. Adding chat buttons, setting up a customer portal, connecting your social media, voice support. That's bit more complicated than that, but still, and then discover LiveAgent, like, final step. Nonetheless, please do not ignore this dashboard. It's very useful. Now I'm going to pass over to John, and he's going to take you to the very next section of LiveAgent, which is the dashboard.
Okay, guys, so getting started, pretty self-explanatory. Just go through the steps. It's going to get you set up right there. But of course, we do have live chat support in your account as well. You can even go to liveagent.com, get live chat support at any time, and you can be guided through the setup with live chat with our support team. So moving on, let's go to the next section here, the dashboard. So you're going to see in LiveAgent on the left side here, basically these buttons are the breakdown of the different sections of LiveAgent. So you'll see we've got getting started, we've got the dashboard, we've got tickets, chats, yada, yada. So let's go through each of the screens here, and let's start with the dashboard. So you're going to click here, you're going to see the dashboard screen, right? Now, the main purpose of this screen, to be quite honest, is if you have a lot of agents, you'll be able to see right away in the system when you log in how many online agents you have. So you're going to see right here, online agents, you're going to see a full list. So for example, if I refresh this list, now we have Martin is logged into the system. So you're going to see we have 2 agents online. So this is really helpful for, seeing who's online. Quickly can see who's available for chats, who's available for calls, who's available for emails. You're going to see at a quick glance right here. Now, if you click on this green chat button here, you can even turn them on or off for chats. Sorry, hold on a second. What?
I'm sorry, guys, for just stepping in here. John is doing great. I just wanted to tell you, one of the most important things that I really do consider like a huge productivity booster, because of course, agents and people that work on your support staff, they like to talk to each other. But it might not be the best time to bug your colleague when he's crazy busy. But how do you know he's busy? What if you know that by simply clicking this, green circle right here, and it will actually show you what a guy is up to. So I have clicked on myself, and I can straight away tell that, Martin, that's like me, is having a look at, 2 tickets right now, and it might not be the best time to send him an instant message right now. But let's have a look at Andre, who's actually offline right now, so nothing to do there. But this actually tells you what this guy is up to. And from a management perspective, every now and then you might want to like check in, to what's going on and what is the person doing. So there is nothing stopping me to jumping right there into the ticket directly from the dashboard, and I can see what is going on in the ticket. So let me do that. One click takes me there, and I can see that Martin is actually, looking at the ticket right now. You can see, Martin is viewing the ticket, so it's right there, conflict management. There are some, made up, data meant for presentation. I see, where this ticket originated, department, it's part of. I see, the subject line right here, and then the basics like IP of the visitor, browser, and the actual content of the ticket. So literally one click can take me there. And what's actually another neat feature is that if John, would you be so kind and log into our demo account so we can do the conflict management?
Yep.
And
Got it right here.
Yeah, you got it as me, but I need to log in as you.
You mean
you log in as? Sorry guys for this. A little misunderstanding between us presenters. No.
Okay.
Nonetheless, as you can tell, what I was trying to say is that, right now it's Martin right here winning this ticket, and me as John Gordon, I'm looking right there. But if I have a particular question about this ticket, about the issue, like I don't need to email anyone, I don't need to transfer anything. We are both in there. And I can contact Martin as John Gordon directly from within this ticket, by instant messaging, and he's gonna know already from where I am contacting him. So when it comes to collaboration, it's crazy fast and crazy useful. So if I need help, from one of my colleagues and he's already in the ticket, or if he made certain action within the ticket, I'm going to be able to contact him directly from within the ticket. So if I literally close this one, this ticket ID has been automatically transformed into the hyperlink, and when I click there, it's going to open the very ticket in the next tab. So if this is not effective, I don't know what is. And this works along the whole interface of LiveAgent. These ticket relations are crazy powerful and crazy easy to do, because yet again, you don't necessarily need to merge tickets if they have something in common. Maybe you just want to make them somehow related and make it seen by the agents. So nothing is stopping me from, going to dashboard and having a look at yet another ticket Martin got open. So let's see, what is this guy doing? So yeah, he's having a look at this ticket right here as well. So it opened in yet another tab, and what I can do is simply take this ticket ID and simply go copy and paste. That's all I'm doing right now. I can close that and I can jump to the original ticket, and maybe these two tickets are related. What I can do is simply add a note. Doing that, it's crazy simple, copy and paste. And yet again, this is automatically a hyperlink, which I can click, and it will take me right there into the ticket that's related. And moreover, we got a very neat plugin. Let me show you that will show you all of the ticket relations. So basically, when I click here, it shows me the list of the related tickets. So as an agent, if I want to, reply to some, more complex inquiry from a customer, I've got one-click access to all the related tickets. Up top, I've got one-click access to all the tickets that are related to this particular customer profile. And it doesn't necessarily matter if the tickets came in, by Facebook, by phone, by Twitter, or by email. If the tickets came from John Gordon, whose email I got, whose phone number I can get, and I can add as many fields as I'd like, I can just do one click and it takes me right there. So imagine you having a live chat and the customer would be, referring to some conversation, or a phone call that happened 2 days ago. So you don't want your agents to waste time looking for that. What if they just have the option to do one click? It will take them right there. They will see complete ticket history. They will be able to open the ticket with one click, and maybe listen to phone recording, or see what happened there. So that's how it works. And that's what are we going for an agent to really have little to none learning curve when it comes to working with tickets, and for them to have all the data they need to work effectively, accessible within 1 or 2 clicks. So this was just an example based on really conflict management and cooperation, how you can talk to people from within a ticket, and how you can simply create ticket relations or access ticket history. But this go way further than this. And another option is for example, MailChimp plugin. As an example, we got that, and if you configure it, you just can click there. We do not have it set up for our demo account, but if we did, it would show all of the mailing lists that this person is actually signed for. So you will be able to subscribe or unsubscribe a person to a MailChimp mailing list directly from a ticket. So if someone is going to complain about a spam, and they don't want to receive any more emails, you can unsubscribe them right away. No need to transfer, no need to create internal ticket, no need to do anything like that. And this was just an example based on something we got ready. But what we give you is more than 400 pages of APIs and one plugin that I tend to call Silver Bullet. And we call it display external ticket information. And if you have, maybe one developer around who's got, maybe a couple of hours development time, LiveAgent can be integrated with pretty much any CRM or any third-party solution out there. Based on the webhooks, based on the APIs, you can literally use, use the plugin that will allow LiveAgent to take some unique identifier and pull the data out of the third-party system and show those data right here as if those were a native content. So now, I have actually described the workflow, but I have kind of, skipped the whole ticket interface. And yet again, the most important thing about a ticket interface is the fact that it stays the same. Like really, if you're going to be doing a phone call, email, replying a ticket from a contact form, it's always a ticket. And yet again, this is another place where we are eliminating the learning curve. So basically, this originated as a ticket coming from contact form, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean it has to stay there. And let me show you what the omni-channel support really means and how we do understand it. So this ticket came in from a contact form, and it might be some kind of issue. So why not? Let's take it as an issue. But that's not nearly enough. I want to be, more specific. So let's take it as a commission issue. So I can do full text search and create my own labels. So now I know what is this about, and you see, all of the tags and timestamps, when this happened. But now it's up to me what I'm going to do with the ticket. I can ignore and resolve it, which might not be the best idea. Or I can hit more and I can postpone and get back to it later, delete the ticket, assign it to me to make it my responsibility. So why not do that? Forward it outside of LiveAgent. We are not stopping you from doing that. Merge this ticket into another ticket. Sometimes, the ticket relations are not enough and you really want to merge them. Or I can, add a note, I can reply. And, one of my favorites is a call. And let me show you that, because really, this guy needs some help getting set up. And maybe I want to give him immediate help. And why would I ask, via an email, what do you want help with? If I can click call, and, I'm the administrator right now, so I can see, all of the integrated phone numbers. I just need to pick, the right one. You will define which phone numbers are your agents going to be able to see. And now let me just, start typing in my own personal phone number, and it's of course intelligent. So it has, actually found 2 contacts of me, right? So one with 00, one with plus. So let's go with this, and let me call the guy myself in this case. So I'm literally doing the call from within the ticket. I'm holding my phone in my hand, and right now it's ringing, and I'm going to pick it up. And I'm talking to myself. You see that this contact has actually picked up the call. I can mute it, of course. I have a keypad. I can transfer it to different department, different agent. But for the sake of simplicity, let me just hang up. So I will end the call, and look what happens now. You see that Andre, an agent that's logged in right now, has called. You have call recording at your disposal. You can download that, or you can play it right away in LiveAgent. The ticket is reopened. And now we did have a phone. It started as a contact form, continued as a phone call, but now I can go on and, hit them with some kind of email as a follow-up. So, and this is all happening within one thread, completely streamlined with, no other, and I didn't leave the interface of this ticket even once. John, back to you.
Yeah, so completely streamlined experience is what we're going for, obviously. So yeah, let's do as Martin said. So we have the call here, and now let's see what happens when we go ahead and maybe we want to email him after this as well. So let's go ahead and hit reply here. Let's go ahead and send him an email. So now you're going to see it goes right from call into our email template here. So we're going to be able to choose what email we want to send from. So we can click from here, select the emails we have connected. So let's go ahead and use our Gmail one here. We can see recipients right here. We got subject. Okay, this is all pretty straightforward. It's HTML editor here. It's going to load up our template, load the customer name. So let's go ahead and reply. And One of the neat things about replying with the customers is we have the options for canned messages, predefined templates right here. We can just hit Control Space, and we can, load up one of our messages here. You see, it's going to pull up a search, and now we have a list of all of our canned messages. You can create these in the settings. You can make them available for your agents, and yeah, your agents can use them here. They can use them in chat. They can use them anywhere you can type in LiveAgent. So let's go ahead and send them. Maybe they want to know more about our pricing. Okay. So we click this here, and let me make this a little bigger. It's kind of hard to see. Here we go. So now you can see, just like that, I used my pricing canned message, and it loads up our pricing with some more information here. This is just an example of a canned message. So right away, we can send this message to the customer, and just like that, there we go. Now you can see this is the true omni-channel support right here. Goes from contact form to call straight into email right here in one single ticket. Now, a few of the things about the ticket you'll be able to see here is on the right side, you'll be able to see that the customer information is right here. We have a built-in CRM as well that's going to save all emails as contacts. You're going to see customer requested by Gordon Hilly right here. This is our customer. Okay. Let's say you want to know maybe what else has this customer done? Maybe has he contacted you before? Something like that. You can click right here on this email button, and you're going to see a complete history of the customer here with his previous tickets, emails, calls, chats, whatever. You're going to see it right here. So we click on this email button, and okay, he only has one ticket, but we can go ahead and click on this and open up the ticket and see his history. So yeah, just like that, you'll be able to see customer history. You can even open it in a new window and see more right here as well. So this is going to show you a complete list of the customer's history in the search function here. Now, a few other things with the ticket section before we move on to the chat, which is coming up next. Let's go over these filters on the left here. This is really important here. So this list here is going to show you all your predefined filters for your emails. So for example, we have all right here. Okay, this is pretty standard. This is going to show you every single ticket coming into the system. Now, below this, these are all custom-made filters that I have personally set up. So, if you want to see like maybe just new tickets, we have a new ticket field here. So now you're going to quickly be able to see all your new tickets. Maybe you just want to see your agent Martin's tickets. So we have a filter here for all tickets assigned to Martin. So this is a great way to, monitor Martin's progress. Maybe, he's not doing so good, so you need to monitor him. You'll be able to see that quickly with a glance here. And yeah, and this also is going to update in real time. So, you see the numbers here, 1, 1. Okay, that means there's only one open ticket in this filter. As you can see, we got one ticket open right here. So now let's go ahead and move on to the chat section of LiveAgent. So this pretty much covers everything for the ticketing. Go ahead and go to the chat section here. Now, when you click on the chat section, this is where you'll be able to see all your online chats. This is like a chat overview section, all online chats. You're also going to be able to see online visitors, chats waiting in queue, how many agents you have available for chats. So this is like your chat dashboard here. Now, let's take it one step back actually, and let's see how to actually configure the chat. So we got the chat dashboard. This is great, but we're going to need to add a chat button to our actual website first.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind me stepping in, and this is Martin again, right now we are going to show you how to create and place a chat on your website. Nonetheless, I promised you coherence and easy to understand interface. So bottom line is, if you know how to create one chat button, you know how to create all of them. And really, if you know how to create one chat button, you know how to create all of the contact forms, all of the call us buttons, all of the video call buttons, basically all of the widgets we got to offer. Because the process, it stays literally the same. You just go through a different steps and maybe design a different things, but the logic behind it, it stays the same. So you don't need to learn any new things. Back to you, JJ.
Yeah, exactly. So when you're able to add a chat button, it's going to work for contact forms, contact buttons, everything. So let's go down here to, you're going to see a configuration section in the chat section. And there's chat buttons, we got invitations and chat settings. So let's start with the buttons here. So let's add a chat button. And you're going to see create right here. Okay, let's create a button. Now you can choose from one of our buttons here. You can even create a custom one from code. We got different styles here as well you can select from. So let's just go with one of our basic ones here. Okay, let's say we want this blue one here. Got it. Now you got your chat button here, and you've got all of your chat button settings. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but basically you'll be able to control everything about the chat here. How it looks, how it feels, what it says, all that stuff, fully customizable right here in the settings. So once we've got our chat button, we've got the chat button, we got the window here. This is how it looks. We got a preview. Okay, now we can add the code to our site. So we go to integration, and it's just a simple copy and paste of this code into your site. And let me get the whole code. Copy and paste the whole code into your site. And just like that, the chat button will be up and running on your site. So I believe I have it integrated on my page here. We should have it on our support portal here, but actually the chat button is not showing there. So let's go ahead and just preview it directly from here. So actually, it is not integrated. Okay, I thought I had it on this page, but anyways.
Of course, it's a demo, so something needs to go down and not as planned.
But yeah, no problem. So we can actually preview the chat button directly from here. When you're editing it, we have a preview and test button right here. So we just click on this. And now this is like a testing environment for the chat and chat buttons. So we're going to see, here's the live chat button, ready to go. Okay, so let's test it out here. Let's go ahead and click on it. And let's go through an example chat here. So it's calling one of my agents. So
it's ringing to me.
Actually ringing straight to Martin.
Oh yeah, so I can finally mess up with you.
Here we go. So there we go. Martin has the chat, and you can see, when he's typing, you're going to see a pencil here. Yeah, you are the worst. This is typical Martin commentary here. And ugly, of course. Right back at you, buddy. So just like that, you see we got the chat up and running here. And in the background, let's go ahead and show you how the agent section looks. So let's close this out. So let's go back to the chat overview. So now you're going to see the chat overview. Voila, here we've got the active chat running. So you're going to see when it's got this blue icon, it's actually a running chat. You're going to see the time right here, 50 seconds. Okay, so this chat's going on right now. And we can just click and view it right here. So now you're going to see the chat in real time. And we are just actually viewing the chat. We're not in the chat right now. Martin's in the chat. He's typing, nonetheless, I still love you. Okay, sure. Probably not true. But anyways, we're able to view the chat just like this. So, you can monitor your agent's chats without disturbing them here. So let's say Martin's doing a terrible job on the chat, which he is. And I actually want to give him some advice on how to do better. And, I'm like observing, let's say this is his first day on the job, something like that. So we can just like whisper to Martin here, like, man, you need to do better. So I'm going to click on his name, and I can send an instant message right here. I'm going to pop up a chat, our built-in chat in the chat. And it's going to say, chat from this ticket. So he knows what ticket I'm talking about. And we can just give him some advice here without disturbing his chat, like, do better. So yeah, see, he already knows he messed up. So, right, just like this, you can, you can whisper to your agents without disturbing them. You can monitor chats, all from this chat dashboard. So let's say Martin's doing so bad. I'm just going to close this out. I don't even want to read this. So let's just say he's doing so bad that I want to jump in and actually save this chat and actually, secure this customer. So I can just hit join right here, and boom, now I'm in the chat as well. And, we can actually take over just like this. So taking over for Martin, I can say something like that. And the customer will actually be able to see in the chat that, oh, okay, another guy has joined in here as well. Hold on a second. Martin is actually trying to call in as well.
And this is how you can multitask within LiveAgent.
So, yeah, as you can see, we have full multitasking support as well. Agents can be in chats. They can be answering calls, multiple chats. and even responding to emails all at the same time. It's not going to interrupt your progress or anything like that. So as you can see, I was chatting and, a call came in to me. I can answer that call and, even get right back to the chat. So as you can see, nothing is disturbed. I'm still in the chat. I can respond to the customer, and I can even be working on an email at the same time. So just like that, multitasking is handled directly in the system. Now, let's go ahead and end this chat here. So this chat is finished. Okay, let's end it here. You'll see an end button just like that. It's going to close out the chat. And after the chat's finished, we got a built-in feedback system here. Smiley face. It was okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and be generous today and give him the smiley. And we also have the option for the customer can leave a comment. Leave some feedback as well. So I just felt sorry for him, actually. So I can send it just like that, and boom. Now we're gonna have the feedback in the back end here. Now another cool feature is a lot of times customers, after a chat's over, they actually want a copy of the chat. They can just click send me a transcript right here. It's gonna type in their email. We've already got his email on file. Hit enter, and just like that, the customer can get a transcript sent to their email. So they don't have to, if they ask you, hey, can I get a transcript? Just after the chat's over, click the transcript button, and you're gonna get one right to your email. So let's go ahead and close this out here. All right, so that pretty much covers it for the chat. As you can see, after the chat is over, it's going to be saved as a resolved ticket here. You can see this ticket status is now resolved. We got the feedback here. I felt sorry for him. Okay. You're going to be able to review all that here. And the chats are always going to be saved in your history. We don't have any, limits on data or, date. You're not going to have chats that are deleted automatically. You're going to have complete chat history saved in the system here. It's unlimited storage, no time limit on that. So no worries there. Now, this even applies to voice recordings. So you can see here with the call, it's ended, it's saved as a voice recording, it's saved as a ticket. So you've got the complete history here. Go ahead and close this out now. So that about covers it for the chat section. Let's move on to the custom filters here. Martin, please explain how they work.
I'm sorry, guys, that I'm going to bore you with actual ticketing and making sense out of this. However, before we show off all the features like, video calls and call us buttons that, work, basically the same as chat buttons, let's go back to basics and really, what is the point of ticketing? For me and from my point of view is, to get a customer inquiry into the hands of the responsible person as fast as possible. And we are trying to give you all the tools you might need to do precisely that. And, with LiveAgent, we have developed, crazy useful feature. You can see it right here, and it's presented as custom folders. But these here are way more powerful than that. Imagine that you've been, using Outlook so far or some email client, and you've been forwarding emails and flagging emails and labeling emails and putting stars or whatever right next to the emails. But what if you can get to work? And what if your agents can get to work and within one click see, the exact queue of the tickets they need to prioritize, or the exact queue of the tickets they want to review at a particular time? And for that, we have developed a feature that goes very deep, and it's called custom folders. And when you do the maths, like literally the options how to configure the custom folders are infinite. And let me show you why I said that, because they are literally infinite. Because I will show you that on an example and show you how to create a custom folder. First things first, these folders that you see right here are mine and mine only. But these custom folders could be created on per department level. So this can serve as, custom queues for your agents, or, just custom folders for you, or even a working queues, or even a reports, because they go very deep and you have crazy amount of options how to filter. So let me show you how to create these and what are the options there. So I will click create, and you can see, the basics, like the name of the custom folder, the status of the tickets. It's going to show the source where the tickets came from, and, the tags, how are the tickets labeled. And, that's, just the basic stuff. Like, we need to go way deeper than that, and we can. We can simply, click on add folder, and, this is, where the fun starts, really. This is what I would like to call, like, literally enterprise level routing. And yeah, when I say enterprise level, you should, have a shot. That's my favorite catchphrase. I don't know why I keep using that, but it's great drinking game when you are on demo with me. Nonetheless, enterprise level filtering. There we go. You can do content-based filtering. Subject like. You click there, and you will simply add a phrase, and it will analyze the content of the subject of the tickets you got and show you only, the subject that, I don't know, contain exclamation mark. But you can go deeper than that. You can see requested by, so basically by a contact customer company, or is it assigned to or not assigned to one of my agents? Which department is this part of? Or, maybe let's exclude some of the departments. Message added by, ticket created, ticket changed, ticket resolved. SLA level, the actual importance of the ticket, customer groups, suggestion categories, tags, include, exclude. And I told you the options how to configure this are infinite. And these are infinite because, you can create as many custom ticket fields or custom contact fields as you want, and then use them within these custom folders. So if you're gonna create a contact form and fetch, I don't know, whatever kind of information about a customer, some kind of order ID, you can use that for filtering. And you can create as many of these filters as you'd like, combine them, and then when you get to work, you no longer scroll, through some kind of inbox, or you don't waste your time trying to figure out what's important and what's not. No, we do that for you, and our automation does that for you. So if you consider something to be a priority of yours, you just log into your LiveAgent, and you find a folder that you like, that you have defined, that will show up your issues or your priorities. And this number right here will actually indicate the number of active tickets that needs your attention. So if I click on issue, it will open, the ticket that fits the criteria. I see this one that is opened, 29 hours left, for me to do something with this ticket. So, some SLA rule has been applied to this ticket. We'll get there later to our enterprise level automation. Nonetheless, I can get to a ticket with one click. Now, maybe you don't want to, you are the administrators, and you are going to be working with this, but maybe you're going to have a support staff that is going to work on the tickets, and you don't want them to do the cherry picking, and I don't know who gets first to work is going to do the easy tickets, and the next person is going to do the tough ones. So if you want, you can get very, very restrictive. So what we do have, and what I do like to call like absolutely killing the learning curve, is the orange button. This orange to solve button, behind it is an algorithm which is pretty smart, because it knows who the agent who's logged in is, what his responsibilities are, what is his utilization, what is the ticket priority, and basically you can restrict your agents to access universal inbox and create these custom filters. You can turn on to solve on per agent basis, and then they are going to be just left with going to work. They will see the initial screen. I'm sorry, and oh my God, Judge, what do you have with your trackpad, dude?
What's wrong here?
Your trackpad.
Oh, I don't know. It's right-clicking automatically. So what's going on here? How do we get out
Would
of
you mind
this?
fixing your computer before we are going to do a presentation for hundreds of people?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah,
but,
next time we're going to do that.
What is actually...
I sincerely apologize for this, but it's the demo, so something has to go wrong.
Yeah, it's right-clicking every time instead of normal click. Maybe you have broke it. Oh, okay. Wait. Are we good now?
I don't think so. Nonetheless, I can get by even with right-clicking because I'm a real pro.
No, it looks like a universal issue here.
Alrighty.
So,
apologies for that. Now it's just right-clicking. What I was trying to say is that you can restrict the access to universal inbox and simply let your agents click this orange button, which will open the very next ticket in line they should solve. Let me try to at least refresh this tab. Maybe it's going to work with the right click. Not really sure.
Yeah, let's try to refresh it. And let's get
Good.
rid of this
Trying to
right
do that.
click issue.
We sincerely apologize. I know that
I'm gonna blame this one on
you might
Steve
be
Jobs because this is Apple.
Dude, the guy's dead.
You're right. Tim Cook.
Okay, it's Tim Cook's fault.
That's what we got.
Okay, so I hope that doesn't. No, we still have a right click. In the comments,
okay.
if you have any great ideas how to ad hoc fix the issue with the right clicking, we are more than open to suggestions, because this is getting pretty bad. Now we can continue.
You guys said stop and restart screen sharing. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, we will
stop the screen share.
We will do just that.
Okay.
Apologies.
And yeah, let's see if this works here. Stop. Well, I can't even click stop screen share. Maybe we should try a different laptop.
Yeah, just before this webinar, we've been having a conversation, the classic Windows versus Mac OS 10. And yeah, this is how it ends when you let your American friend win.
I can't even click on the webinar link here.
Okay, so let's jump to webinar from a different computer. Apologies for wasting your time. Now we are gonna
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, that would work on Windows machine. This is a Mac. When Macs decide it's not. Well, I guess it's a feature, not a bug.
Hey guys, John and Martin.
Yeah.
Before you guys switch over to another computer, or while you do that, I would love to take this opportunity to start asking you some questions, because we have about 18 minutes left in this webinar, and we have a ton of questions. So maybe one of you can hang on this laptop and answer questions for me, and the other one can try and log on a different laptop. Can we do that?
Yeah, actually, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
so,
perfect.
Hit me with the questions, and I will leave John Gordon to try to figure out, because I don't know if I'm going to be able, to even present in real time the answers to the questions. So I will try to at least explain them. So yeah, let's start.
All right, let's start. Like I said, we have a lot of them. Okay, let's see. Do you have any integrations with CRMs?
We do support CRM integrations like IRI CRM and maybe a couple of another ones. Nonetheless, I have to give it to you, we are lacking some native integrations in this case. So it really depends on what kind of integration do you seek and what kind of CRM do you want to have integrated. So if you contact our support, we can help you out and even help you out with deploying basically custom plugin to integrate this with whatever CRM you got there. So yeah.
So Chad would like to know, what are some best practices on how to use this with multiple websites?
Well, basically, I would really go and simply use departments. This is crazy important for LiveAgent. We didn't get there. Nonetheless, the departments are the main differentiator. So you can have department-specific email addresses, department-specific chat buttons, department-specific everything. So if you have multiple domains or multiple brands, you simply create, department-specific everything, and then let the chats go to, the departments that represent website A, website B, website C, and on it goes.
Okay. That's a great way to handle that. So Regis would like to know, how do you compare to your competitors?
Well, this is one of my least favorite questions because, when you ask this, a sales guy, like, what kind of answer do you expect? Really? You are going to get some kind of biased comparison. And, from the utmost respect, towards our competitors, I will not answer this. Really, when it comes to features, there is no point in doing direct comparison. What I can tell you, it all comes down to attitude. Like bugs, slowdowns, issues. You're gonna face this with every single one of the guys out there. What matters is how are we gonna face those issues. And I think that we we have maybe the best support in the game, and yeah, we are never ever gonna leave you there alone with your issue. We are gonna try to help. So that might be the difference, and that might be my definite answer. How do we differ from our competitors?
All right. And so right now the deal on AppSumo is $59, and that comes with 2 agents. What happens if people want more agents and they want to, add several more agents? What is the cost for that, and is there a deadline in adding more agents?
There is no deadline in adding more agents. AppSumo deal gives you all-inclusive plan with all the bells and whistles, and additional seats are charged monthly, and it's $39 per seat per agent per month. And you can add seats, remove seats, and it doesn't really matter if you're gonna have 1 agent or 100 agents. Like how many seats you add, that's what you're gonna pay for. But these 2 are for a lifetime, forever. Additional one is $39 per agent per month. That's it.
Okay, and so on that same vein, Chris is asking, since we get 2 agents that come with the deal, let's say he has 3 different VAs that work in 8-hour shifts via his support desk, can he change the name of the agent as those shifts go on?
That's a good point. Nonetheless, the logic of the system, it's not built around this. You need, if you're gonna have a user, you need a named user for responsibility management. And for this to work properly, you need to have every single guy who's gonna work within the system, they should have their own seat. You can do the renaming, you can share the credentials, but it's gonna end up in a mess, in reports and yada yada. So really, it's designed around everyone who's gonna work with this to have their own respective seat. That's the bottom line.
That's the best way to handle it. All right, so Ganesh was asking, can customers actually call in from a handheld phone?
Oh yeah, they can do that. If you integrate a phone number, you can pick it up within the LiveAgent, within the browser. But from an agent perspective, you can use our mobile app to pick up the phone calls, and you can actually, so your iPhone or Android device, and you can even integrate this from, with hardware phone you got lying on your desk, so you can use that for phone calls. And even if you create call us buttons, they are the same as chat buttons. Customers can use them from their mobile devices and call you directly from within their browser, and it's going to appear as a phone call. So yep, sure, you can do that.
Great. And we have several people from the EU asking about GDPR. Is this GDPR compliant?
Originally, guys, we are a European-based company, as you can tell, by my accent maybe, and we've got data centers and more than 1 in EU, and we are fully GDPR compliant. So yep, you don't need to worry about that, and it doesn't cost the dime up top, for you to have EU data center. And for you American customers, if you, or whoever out there, if you prefer EU data center instead of United States data center, there are no additional fees. You just need to ask, and we can run your account from European Union. That's it.
Okay, we had several people asking about integrating a chat bot. Is that possible?
Well, we've got so many requests that we cannot ignore this any further. So what we're gonna do is not reinvent the wheel, right? So we are gonna prepare special chat API that it will allow you to integrate third-party chatbots, because there is no point in trying to do our own AI that's trying to do better than Google Analytics. So this is most definitely coming, and it's on the priority list. So as of now, the answer is no. But in a few months, there will be multiple options to integrate chatbots. Don't worry about it.
Awesome. And on that same note, do you have a public roadmap?
We are. we used to have one, but it got completely hammered with thousands upon thousands of suggestions because we wanted to be transparent and open. So we kind of decided that we are not going to have one for a while, but it's really important for our customers. So we will make sure we are going to put one out there. I can promise you that.
Great. And again, along that same line, will the people who purchase this deal have access to those future updates?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Every single feature you have in the all-inclusive plan, it's yours forever. And, if we tend to monetize another feature, well, you will know about it. Nonetheless, it's still all-inclusive. So 95% of the features we are going to add are going to be yours automatically. I'm not saying there are not going to be any that we are going to charge, something up top. Nonetheless, really, I stand by, what I said. most of it is already yours to keep, and you are not going to be paying up top. And yes, we are going to be updating this.
Great, awesome. Simulings love the answer to that question. Someone's asking, Tanner's asking about a Slack integration.
Oh yeah, we got that. Like, if you like to have something simple, like, notifications about tickets and, replies to a ticket, we got plugin, just for that. And, setting that up takes like, maybe 2 minutes and you're good to go. So we do have Slack integration.
Perfect. And we have a couple questions about integrating with WordPress or iframes.
Okie dokie. So for WordPress, we've got, a plugin that will allow you to, do this. Nonetheless, when it comes to integration and iframes, like really it depends, like, what are we actually integrating? Because when you look at the buttons or call us buttons, those are JavaScript snippets basically. So if your website can show JavaScript in an iframe, then you're good to go.
Awesome. And we had lots of questions about different languages.
Well, when it comes to different languages, like, the interface is, we do support, we already, like, this backend you are, seeing right now, it's translated into 40 languages already. Not all the translations are perfect, and not, all of the interface is translated by now. But, maybe 20 languages are approaching that 85–90% level. So all is translated. So yeah, if you have agents around the world, and if you want to use these native languages, then be my guest and do that. You can pick the language from the drop down just before you log into the LiveAgent. So sure, not a problem.
Awesome. Let's see. Marilyn is asking, can you end a chat and restart it again? From an agent perspective, that's not possible. That would be quite intrusive. But from a customer perspective, sure, there is, a start again feature. So it will restart the very same chat from a customer end. So I guess no and yes. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Tanner, use your Gmail account and they reply. Will it go to the right Gmail account?
Well, if you integrate a Gmail account, I don't really understand the question though. Really, if you integrate a Gmail account and someone will reply, it will go into your Gmail inbox and into the LiveAgent as well. It's just up to you if you want to read the same email twice.
Okay, perfect. Does LiveAgent trigger any events that I can record in my analytics platform?
Well, of course, depends what your analytic platforms is, but let's say that it's Google Analytics, like in 99% of the cases. So we've got a brilliant guide about Google Tag Manager and Google AdWords integration. So yep, you can do all of that. So if you, as an example, if you want to, measure conversions and sales, from the chat button, you can do that, and the integration is gonna, take 10 minutes. Everything is beautifully documented on our knowledge base, and our support will gladly help you with this.
Okay, great. And I think I may have cut you off because I'm not sure if you got a chance to show this yet, but Regis was asking, do you have any stats on how agents are performing to resolve tickets, time response, delay, etc.?
We literally do have hundreds, but if there is no miracle, I'm not sure. Oh my God, no, it's still this. Still this. Yeah, you just have to take my word for it, but we really do have reported. And if you have more questions about it, please jump on our live chat, shoot an email over, and we will gladly walk you through and send you with the videos and the descriptions about every single data stream we got there. So if you are looking for performance, we've got way more than that. Way more than the basics.
Perfect. Yeah, awesome. Natalino is asking, since we are purchasing the phone number from a third-party provider and they charge for all outgoing calls, the internal calls between agents, is that considered a regular call? She just wants to know if she's going to be charged for those internal calls between agents.
No, why would you? Because those run within LiveAgent, within our call center, with our web RDC mechanism. So these are internally handled by LiveAgent, so no charges for that.
All right. Let me see what else we have here. Someone's asking how to set up the call center. However, I'm not sure we'll be able to do that today, right?
It's a really good question, and I wish I know the answer, but it's yeah, it's a different answer every single time. It depends, what do you want from it. So yeah, contact our support and we'll help you.
Okay, and so Kenny was asking, what's the difference between companies and departments?
Companies are basically contacts grouped together. So, but departments are something completely different, because departments work on the system level. So you cannot have company-specific agent or company-specific report, but you can have everything department-specific. So think about companies as CRM feature where you label more contacts together and create a company. A department, it's something that is integrated deep into the LiveAgent functionality and will give you something completely different. These serves two completely different purposes.
We have a couple people saying that their dashboard looks different than the one that they're seeing.
Oh yeah, guys. This is something I wanted to start with. But if you navigate to upper right corner to your picture, and if you can right click or left click or whatever, if you can click properly, you will be able to click edit my profile, then jump to settings and change the theme to material one. Hit save, and you will have this new beautiful design instead of that 1999 vibe that this defaults to for some reason. I don't know why. But you can change it, right here, upper right corner, edit profile settings, and choose the material theme, and you are good to go. You got this new design, and I will address one more question that might pop up. The chat buttons and the widget, and more teams are coming. We have a whole design team working around the clock on these. So it's so this team is just a start. It's going to be modified. Dark team is coming as well, and of course new chat widgets, new invitations. So we are getting there, working around the clock.
Awesome, yeah. All right, so we'll take one last question, and then we'll tell everyone how to get a hold of you for their future questions. But the last question that I have is, can LiveAgent support exit intent pop-ups?
Exit intent pop-ups. Can you please give me a real-life use case scenario?
Sure. So
this?
Someone's getting ready to click out of a website, and a pop-up that comes up and says, can I help you? And then
yes, sure. We just call these chat invitations.
So yes,
it's supported. It's already in there under configuration chat invitations. You have it right there, and feel free to use it. And you can trigger it by time, by cookie, visitor returning or new, by the URL. You have crazy many.
Okay, great. And actually, we had one more last question that just snuck in. Tanner is back at it. He wants to know about Google Tag Manager tracking. Is that possible?
Oh yeah, it's most certainly possible, and I know that because we are doing it all the time, and we've been doing it for years, and it's well documented in our knowledge base. If you just look for Google Tag Manager, you will find all of the articles, or simply shoot an email to our support, and we will help you to get there.
Okay, so guys, there are lots of questions that we could not get to because of time, and again, we try and keep these under 1 hour to respect everyone's time here. So John and Martin, why don't you let these guys know where they can reach out to you if they have any future questions?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so you just we've got so many options how to contact us. So let's start with the support email, which is support@ladesk.com. Then you can jump to our website ladesk.com and hit the live chat button, or you can call one of the phone numbers on our website, or you can fill the contact forms on our website. Then there is a chat button linking directly to us on the AppSumo, right next to the deal, which you can click and get to our support. And then there is a support portal under support.ladesk.com. So yeah, like the options are quite significant. And if you want to get directly to me, you can just email me at martin@ladesk.com, and it will go straight to me. We use LiveAgent, so don't worry about it, and I will.
You're just going to get an onslaught of emails, Martin. They're all coming.
I'm already getting them, so please.
I also heard you say that you're going to be doing other webinars on your own as well, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and not just one. Like, you don't have to worry, dozens. This deal, you can see, you can tell it exploded. It's huge, and we are not gonna left anyone stranding. So these webinars are going to continue. We are going to send the invites out, so you don't need to worry about this. If you have more questions, you will most definitely get a chance to ask.
Awesome. And I got to tell, I see people asking in the chat box, when is this deal expiring? It's going to expire when the codes run out. And guys, I'm telling you, this is one of the fastest moving deals that we've seen on AppSumo in recent history. So everyone's very excited about it. And we're excited about it too. So thank you guys for doing this demo. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I'm going to be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. doing another webinar with Basil. So if you purchase that deal or are interested in it, you might want to check out the webinar. So guys, everyone, thank you, and we'll see you later.
Absolutely. And I thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice one. Take it easy.
Thanks, guys. Take care.